2025 was a challenging year for many small-cap crypto projects, particularly music-related and the projects I follow. Considered the penny stocks of crypto with challenging economic conditions, they did poorly in 2025. Interest rates had been increasing the years leading up, but there's some hope as they start to decrease. I found it interesting to monitor several projects, and I'll give some updates on Amplify, Bitsong, Newm, Opulous, Audius, and Allfeat. You can jump to the timestamps for projects you're interested in. The last update I did was in September 2025. Amplify World provides marketing support for independent artists and music producers, such as providing links like Linktree, and was founded in 2022 by Irfan Watkins and Ian Matthews of rock band Kasabian, with its mission being to empower artists to connect directly with fans. It's still developing its venture into the Web3 world with staking missions on the Acquire platform. I've completed a couple of missions, but I don't use their Web2 platform or link, so I'm not sure how it will develop from here. The claim is they're building infrastructure to turn music culture into an asset class. The AMPS token will be launched soon. Bitsong is a music-related crypto project I've been monitoring for a couple of years that originated in the Cosmos ecosystem. I did a brief update a few months ago. It has a collection of apps where you can set up a wallet to purchase or deposit crypto tokens, namely BTSG, the main token for Bitsong. As artists, you can sell your music as NFTs, looking at an example here. You can add a description and what the NFT offers, such as behind-the-scenes stories and remixes. There's information on transaction activity and on Bitsong royalties and seller fees. Note, these are not publishing or master royalties from streaming distribution. You can stake BTSG with validators, various entities around the world validating the network to keep it decentralized. However, I couldn't access the Explorer that monitors the blockchain due to security issues, and I couldn't find it on MintScan either. The validators claim to offer rewards for staking with them, most charging a 5 or 10% commission. It's wise to research validators before staking with them. Sometimes they provide a website like Stake Lab Zone, for example. You can see they validate many blockchains. I haven't staked with Bitsong and would rather wait for clarity with the issue with MintScan. Perhaps it works more as an app with several functions for musicians, rather than a complete blockchain. While Bitsong has now opened up for any artists to create a profile and upload music, I researched on what flagship artists are drawing attention to Bitsong and discovered several prominent artists in the electronic, dance, and European pop scenes, such as DJ Sava from Romania with over 200,000 monthly listeners, Nicole Fasano with over 500,000 monthly followers, and who has a fan token, and Adam Clay, who was the first artist to launch a fan token, has over 40,000 monthly followers. Another Web3 music platform I've been monitoring is Newm, which continues to evolve, showcasing two marketplaces for artists to sell their music as intellectual property rights and as collectibles. Newm Record Store allows any artist to sell their music as collectibles, I guess as NFTs or non-fungible tokens, while Newm Marketplace is where artists can sell the rights to their music so fans can share in royalties from streaming on platforms like Spotify. Since Newm is built on the Cardano blockchain, you'll need a compatible software wallet, and transactions are carried out in the Newm token, which will need to be converted. You can see that 662,000 Newm is about $100. I also researched flagship artists on Newm using AI with mixed results, but the gist is that Newm appeals more to indie artists, hip-hop artists, and singer-songwriters, Some prominent artists I could confirm include Abyss with 500 monthly followers, Odd Shape Shadow with 600 monthly followers, Corey Drums with 500 monthly followers, and finally, successful EDM producer Deep Blue has used Newm's record store to sell retro sound NFTs for the Disco Solaris community. Opulous is a platform associated with the distribution platform Ditto, being backed by the same founders. It has several features on its website, but the latest is an AI function called Wippit that helps artists create content for their social media without needing a marketing team. It is specifically tied in with platforms such as Spotify, TikTok, and Instagram. There are also plans for other services such as performance insights and media tools. However, a recent announcement has clarified that Wippit is more a Web2 project that will springboard from Ditto, directly targeting artists, rather than being a primarily crypto project. But there is a promise to use some of the revenue from Wippit to support the Opulous token and its ecosystem, while at the same time not letting the friction of forcing users to interact with crypto tokens to get in the way of adoption. Finally, while Ditto is a Web2 platform, its link to Opulous gives Opulous a moat in comparison to native crypto projects like Bitsong and Newm, who are trying to attract artists natively. Opulous and Ditto already have access to an impressive base of successful artists and some of their intellectual property. Allfeat is another crypto project I'm monitoring that is more focused specifically on music-related metadata. It hopes to be a layer 1 blockchain that stores music metadata such as ISWC codes of pieces of music and IPI numbers of composers. It is designed to provide universal open-sourced, decentralized infrastructure for music industry royalties, a global decentralized registry that can be read and written by all players in the music industry. The problem it's trying to solve is the issue of poor data quality in the music industry that prevents money from reaching the music creators who are entitled to it. This would be solved with the use of MIDS, its Music Industry Decentralized Data Standard. However, it is still in its infancy stages as the token is not publicly available, and the Melody testnet is still the main proof of practical application so far. If Allfeat can become established, there's potential for an Oracle system that can feed music-related data to a smart contract layer that can enable automated payments and the tokenization of royalties. Audius is a Web3 music streaming site, kind of like SoundCloud, which I've used to host some of my music. The largest recent update is the use of artist coins, where artists can release their own tokens for fans to buy, trade, and speculate on. Just a warning, my computer's antivirus software came into play when I launched Audius coins. Audius's claim, however, is that artist coins aren't just for speculation like meme coins, but as tools for connection, giving fans a meaningful way to support the artists they love. These artist coins are also a key to fan clubs, where fans can find an inner circle to their favorite artist with exclusive tracks and messages. There are specific rules in place to ensure fair launches by artists using the coins, with a bonding curve and a daily unlock process taking 5 years. Full disclosure, I have invested in Audius by buying audio tokens and delegating my stake to a node operator. Node operators run the decentralized infrastructure that powers Audius, which is now described as the Open Audio Protocol. Currently, it looks like there are 18 nodes. So far, I feel Audius is one of the most established music Web3 projects, which seems to have product market fit. I'm not sure how I feel about Audius coins, as token speculation could distract from the music, but I guess they might as well capitalize on a crypto feature that sets Audius apart. I have also uploaded some of my music that I make as Donak RV onto Audius, especially music that my distributor won't accept, but I haven't tried issuing an artist token. I'm still learning to navigate the platform with the use of comments and its rewards incentives that are also a typical feature of Web3. Thanks for checking out Blockchain Stew. Don't forget to subscribe and share any comments about these projects.